Hello everyone, welcome back to Thursday Rez-Fav. Today's Thursday Rez-Fav was one of my favorite dishes growing up. As a little kid, I didn't know how to cook it. So I'm trying to make it just the way I remember doing it. And back to commodity. When you have rice and you get your canned chicken, and then you feel like you're going to eat good too. So I'm going to do the rice, the canned chicken, and canned corn. So I'm going to make it, try to remember just the way I did it, but I'm probably going to add a little bit of seasoning in there. Back then, I didn't think I used any seasonings at all. I just like threw it together because I was hungry. Threw it together just because my brothers and my sister could eat. And just something just to put on the table, like I said, because my mom was always at work. And it was like up to me to cook something if I was hungry. And I always like, oh, okay, maybe I can try this, maybe I can mix this together. And so we're gonna do that right now. So I'm gonna add the corn. Let me open the corn real quick. So one thing I didn't know how to do back in the day was make rice. And I didn't know how to make the rice. I just always just threw it in hot water and just boiled it that way. And just cooked it until it was done, I guess. But kind of doing it the same way here. And then chicken. Add some corn to it. And if we didn't have corn, I remember the next vegetable I would normally add was the, I almost said green beans, the peas. I would always add peas to it. So this is how, I guess this is how I would serve it to my brothers and my sister. And they didn't complain about it, but let's add some onion powder. A little too bland. Let's add some garlic salt. Let's add a little bit of green to it. Where's it at? And pepper. I never knew nothing as a little kid about trying to make gravy or turn this into gravy, but or adding maybe a little bit of a can of cream chicken or something. But I remember I was just make it just like that. And then I always think like, oh yeah, this is really good, huh? And my brothers and my sister would eat it. They didn't complain about it, so it's just one of those types of meals you just throw together when you're hungry, and it's like in your commodity box. And like I said, I didn't know how to make rice when I was small. I didn't know how to, turn it on, boil it, turn it off, slow cook it, whatever. I didn't know nothing about that. I just kind of just made rice this way, just kept it going, kept the flame going. And then I would add in the chicken while it's cooking. Add in the corn while it's cooking. And then just cook it like that. Especially with no seasoning. No seasoning whatsoever, just this. But I haven't had it this way in a long time. But now that I'm older and I cooked a lot more, so you know, it would be good to turn the chicken into gravy, pour it on top. And if we didn't have corn, you know, we did the canned green peas. We did canned peas for this one. Or we'll do the canned carrots. I remember carrots was one of them too. I used to hate the carrot taste though. And then this is how I just would cook it. And I remember though, being a little kid, the bottom part of this pan would just be burnt though. I'd be like, I don't know how to cook rice, but it will just stick to the bottom part. No, never failed. I always burnt the rice on the bottom. But if I remember as a kid, it looks like it's done right now. So this is one of our fast and easy struggle meals. That we always try to look for in a commodity box. It was always the meat I always look for. Always the meat, because you always know you're going to eat good if you have any type of meat in there. I should turn that into gravy. That looks really, really good. It smells good too. Add some salt. I was gonna add more chili to it, but I can't find it with all my seasoning is lost in there. Let me turn this around. Ooh. I did find some cayenne pepper though. Let's put a little bit on there. It's hot. Yeah, I remember doing this a lot when I was a little kid. Just the way I boiled it, just the way I cooked it. The bottom part of my pan will always be burnt. And then I think out of all the vegetables that we had in the can, I think corn was the favorite to use. I don't know if you remember that can of chicken. Sometimes it'll have like bits and pieces of little bones in there too. And I think my second vegetable we also like to use was the peas. The peas was good. And then one time I did carrots. I don't know, I just didn't like the texture. Maybe the taste of the canned carrots, that's why. I couldn't do carrots, but I remember we were doing carrots one time. But when I was growing up, I didn't know nothing about making rice. I never knew how to cook it. I just always boiled it through the whole time. And it was always the rice I would just burn. Like, it would just be stuck to the bottom of the pot. It was always this commodity white rice. And then just like I said, you know, as a kid, you find meat in the box and you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to eat that. I can't wait to have meat. Man, just making it sound like we were super poor or something. And then canned corn. But yeah, like I said, as old as I am now, loving to cook, this would be good. And you know, cooking the chicken, doing it as gravy, turning it into a soup. All the vegetables you can add to this now. Cream of chicken, maybe even cream of celery, cream of mushroom. This is so good with all the seasonings I just put in. I don't really taste the chicken though. I think the only thing I get more in this one is just corn. I just feel like I'm eating rice and corn. The chicken has no flavor. Man, this is so good. I can't believe I don't ever make this. It just reminds you of how you grew up. Round two. I have to get another one. Second serving. I was thinking maybe what I have left over, turn it into gravy or do my next one with gravy. Make it with a biscuit and just pour it over that biscuit too. This would make it a good like pot pie type. Pot pie. I like it. Can't believe this is like, I don't think about ever making this no more, and this is like so good. As a little kid, It was a lot different, maybe because I didn't add seasonings. I didn't do no seasonings. It's just like plain rice. I felt like I was the only one that really made it. I don't remember if my mom made it, but I was the one that usually made it just to find something to make and just put it together. And if you guys notice, most of the commodity meat dishes I did so far, it just involves rice because that's all we had was just rice. I don't think we ever got like anything like egg noodles. I do remember doing some macaroni though. Some elbow macaroni. I remember doing that. And then I'll wait till next Rez-Fav, then I'll show you what I mix with that one. But it felt like, never mind, I'll save that story. But I do remember when I would make this rice, sometimes it would still be hard, just like crunching on it. It's like, yeah, rice is so hard, but we still ate it because one time I made the mistake of having to cook rice so hard, and I ended up pouring water back in there to make, you know, I said, oh, all right, I'll put water back in, I'll cook it a little bit longer. Worst mistake I ever did. Because I had burnt the rice on the bottom of the pot to where it was stuck and it turned black on the bottom. And you're trying to scrape the rice. My water just turned colors on me. It turned like a darkish brown maybe. I said I didn't know what I was doing. I was scraping it with the water in there, trying to mix everything up. My water turned brown. I had already mixed in the meat and the corn too. And then I was like, I don't know, this doesn't look right. And then when I figured it was done, you know, my rice was like brown. I was the worst flavor ever. Can you imagine just eating burnt rice on the bottom of the thing and, you know, trying to re-scrape it, trying to re-cook it, and it just goes throughout your whole dish? I remember I was so mad at myself, I just like wasted all that chicken. But yep, that was me cooking when I was small. I can't believe I never remade this again. This is like a must. Like a must eat. I think I'd be the #1 kid in the neighborhood if I ever made this. Friends come over, they'll probably eat and go, oh, that tastes good. That was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was a pain in the butt making rice when I was small, but I'm glad I know how to make rice now. Country Rebels, if you guys ever seen the flyer I have put up, Country Rebels is holding a music a music festival, Farmington, September 21st from 4 p.m. to maybe 11. They're going to be holding a meet and greet for TikTokers and YouTubers. And we got invited to go over there, show some support. The flyer does have Navajo Urban on there too, so I'm sure there's a lot more people going. It sounds like it's going to be a fun event. 4 different country bands over there. So I hope you guys, check out the music festival if you're doing nothing. September 21st. And I'll put the flyer up. And that way you guys can see it. And then go say hi, go meet your content creators. I believe on the flyer it says admission is $20. But if you have anything Country Rebels t-shirt, they're going to knock off $5, so your entry fee will be $15. I just loved it. I can't believe that I just never had this dish again in so long, and I never really cooked it for the family. I don't think I ever cooked it for the family. But going from burnt rice to this rice and season it up with some, I have the aftertaste of that chicken now. I didn't taste the chicken, but I have the aftertaste of canned chicken now. So I enjoyed my meal. It was fun. It was good. Good memories of just trying to feed my brothers and my sister, and just telling my mom, "Oh, we ate already. We already ate." So I'm gonna probably make the other one into gravy tomorrow. I did enjoy a chubby cat. That's Banks. He never used to whine and cry. Now he's crying for Sheba. He learned from Vader. And now they know I just get up and just give him Sheba. So there's like, oh yeah, Dad will do it. Just say this. He'll give a Sheba. So thank you guys for joining me for this Thursday Rez-Fav. My quick little story on one of the struggle meals that I always try to keep my family full on, my brother and my sister, because my mom was always working. And just comparing the way I grew up now, or how my kids are growing up now, to the way I grew up back then. How they have a lot better food, how I know how to cook, their mom knows how to cook, and I'm glad they don't get to experience that like us growing up. So it was good though. I'm just going on and on. But thank you guys for joining us for this Thursday Rez-Fav, and we'll hope to see you guys in our next video. Bye.